Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of The Road to Glory. 2 days in a row today, just because the whole Cyber Monday thing happened, and I wanted to do some of those SBCs as well as play some games. I know not all of you love the episodes where it's just like full-on SBCs and stuff, so I have got some gameplay mixed in with SBCs today, and I think I stopped recording at 8:30, yeah, 8 p.m. on Monday night. So there may be some more Cyber Monday SBCs at the very start of the next episode. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button on today's video. I would greatly appreciate it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. So, Cyber Monday, pretty much, probably just a tiny bit shorter version of what was Black Friday. I don't think the SBCs are going to be running all the way through to like 2 p.m. the next day. I think it's something like 8 a.m. So they're every hour, every couple of hours, and so far so good. Like the actual SBCs seem to cost quite little and give you like a half decent pack, and also like you'll see later on like an informed player and stuff like that. So once again, massive props to EA for the SBCs. I think they've been very well thought out and have offered fair rewards, or even slightly better than fair. Now, you'll notice what I just did here was unlock 7-game loan on 9 Golan. I was going to buy 9 Golan. So one of you has given me a 99-game contract. Thank you very much for that. I didn't pick it up. Someone's gifted it to me, so I appreciate that. But this right here is an idea I've got for a bit of a mega team that I think we could build. Because obviously I'm sitting on some coinage right now, and it just so happens that the cheapest Arturo Vidal on the market had a silver stat card on him. Not much I can do about that. I'm not going to go and buy a more expensive one for one game. Maybe he'll just feel a little bit better. And then I buy myself Mertens, so that's 2 of the expensive players bought, and I think I only need to buy a Manolas now, and I was determined to get one a little bit cheaper. Recording this on Monday meant that the packs were still out, the guaranteed inform packs, so yeah, 84 Manolas is a little bit more expensive than he normally is. However, it's not too much of a big deal. What will be a big deal is the fact that I've just converted 2 players up to striker that are normally centre mids, and at some point in time, I don't know whether they'll sell very well or whether I'll have to move them back to get them to sell. That could cost me a little bit. But this is my team right now. So you'll see in some of the players that I bought at the end of the last episode, Bailly and ones to watch Aurier. I wanted to try Bailly next to Manolas because apparently they're 2 very overpowered players. But you may look at this team and you're like, okay, Lasty, what are you actually going to do with it? Because you're not going to play Vidal and Tolisso up front, right? There's just no way. Obviously not. You know, I've got a plan. 4-1-2-1-2 is my formation, of course, and this is how I imagine playing with this team. And there's only a couple of like weaker areas that I can spot. Yeah, the goalkeeper, definitely a weak area. Needed him for chemistry reasons, and I don't really value my goalkeepers that much. So I'm like not too bothered about putting someone that I don't think is probably going to be very good there. I feel like most keepers are going to let goals in. And then maybe Tolisso. Talisso's great and all that. I could maybe pick up the inform or something. But at some point in time, I am going to need to buy a proper 9 Golan. And I've got a couple of 100k at my disposal still to do that. I just thought, whilst there's a loan available, I may as well use it. Because recording this, he's still in form. So his regular card is a little bit more expensive. Which, of course, is the case with Vidal as well this week. But I'll just have to take the price hit on that at some point in time. So now we get into some of the Flash SBCs. The first one was very cheap, and it offered out some sort of rare players pack, I think it was. I'm not too sure exactly what it was, but it got me rammy, like not someone that I was desperate for. Oh, it looks like it's some sort of Electrum pack. So I don't think we definitely didn't strike it big with that particular SBC. And then I was sitting on this account and I was like, okay, let's go into a daily knockout tournament run, test out this new team. It's a new month. If I can get into the weekend league, maybe it will spur me on to actually give it a proper go and stuff. We've got to get there first. And this is the team I come up against. It's a strong looking team. Guy had a nice formation. He had primary Costa that he'd obviously done the SBC for. Ones to watch Tolisso, was it? And ones to watch Mohamed Salah. So he's been boosted a couple of times. So a couple of good ones to watch players. But it didn't take me long to go 1-0 up. Mertens, with probably his first strike for us, actually going 1-0 up. And then I concede that. And that was like minor like warning bells, warning signs of is my goalkeeper going to be absolutely terrible? Not too sure, but trying to just, you know, not lose my head about it. And then 12 minutes in, I actually managed to go 2-1 up. Got a goal with Martial. Like, I'm a little bit bored with using Martial because I've literally used him a lot on my main account and a lot on this account. So it's not the most exciting player. Like, Mertens to me right now is like one of the most exciting players I could get in because he destroys me when I play against him. So buying him for the road to glory, I'm like buzzing to try and get it to him so he can take a shot. But it just seems to be Martial that gets in the best positions all the time. And I just have to learn to just take the shot with him because he is actually amazing. And I mean, how stupid is that goal right there? I'd been ahead twice in this game. He got back and shushed me both times. Not really sure why, but okay, whatever, bro. And then I literally passed the ball to him in the box and he scores the goal. And yeah, arguably at the end of the first half, this guy's had a slightly better first half than me. And he's converted one more goal. But that is a lovely little volley from Dries Mertens in the 69th giggity minute of this game. So we get back into the game and it is a lovely goal from the Belgian. It's always a Belgian. I think someone says that, right? Some YouTuber somewhere says that. But yeah, it's 3-3 at this point in time. Hadji then hits the post and it goes straight into Handanovic's hands. So we push this one into extra time. This guy had the better of me possession-wise all game long. He brought on a couple of subs. I think Timo Werner was one of them. But it was Marco Reus that was doing the damage. And a few minutes into extra time, he was actually able to go ahead in this game. Reus then scoops me and hits the bar. And it drops to like Mo Salah. And then Goretzka volleys it home. And that's just a good goal, to be fair. I couldn't see myself actually defending it for some reason. It just dropped to Salah's on the head. I couldn't head it away or anything like that. So we're actually 2 goals down in extra time. And I think that happens quite a lot. Like, one team just sort of takes off. I do get a goal back in the second half of extra time. There is a chance. Gabriel Jesus, who I brought on as a substitute, quite an awesome sub to have, I'm not going to lie. Absolutely wellies that one into the back of the net. And there's 8 minutes in game for me to do something. But he held possession well in his defence, then ran it up to the corner. And as I slide tackled him, the game was effectively lost. So what I realised, I didn't even change the 4-1-2-1-2 in this game. I left it at 4-3-1-2, which is a mistake. It's not how I play, and that is the reason I lost. No, it's not. But I'm going to put it down to that. So we start off again. There was still, I think the first Flash SBC had a 2-hour gap. So I was like, okay, I've got a good couple hours to put into the day knockout tournament, see if we can get anywhere before like the next Flash SBC. And this guy had a good team as well. He also had a Mertens like me, and literally after I'd paused the game and managed to change my formation, I just let him run through me, and I'm not even sure why. I couldn't for some reason tackle him, but I get an equaliser not too long after that. Literally under 10 minutes later, we get a goal with Hadji, who has been pretty quiet in his first game, but popping up there to get a goal on what I believe is his weak foot, because he's a left-footed player with 4-star weak foot, I'm pretty sure. I'm actually going to put a player review of him live tonight over on the FUTWIZ channel, so I'll leave a link to them in the top right corner if you want to know about Prime Hadji on FIFA 18. But I picked the ball up again with Hadji, and I've got to say, in this particular game, he started to show up a little bit. His dribbling and close control inside the box was actually the difference sometimes. And yeah, I get a lucky sort of rebound goal with Martial, but it was quite clearly made by Hadji in the beginning. So, moving on in, we're 2-1 up, that's all good. Hadji and Mertens playing some half-decent football, but it's all bobbling around. I get the assist with Hadji, I score with prime Roberto Carlos. It was probably one of the luckier situations to be in, like it just fell for me. The guy clearly couldn't get rid of the ball, and an unfortunate deflection for him led to just an on-running Brazilian prime icon who was going to thunder strike that one in the back of the net no matter what. And then that's what Mertens is all about, right? He's got that factor of just bullshit. Like he's so quick. He gets past defenders and they just don't catch up with him. Sometimes Eric Bailly will come steaming in and just tackle someone. Sheer pace. But, you know, Mertens is just one of those players which just is always too quick. And I always struggle to defend against him. So I was like using my little brain cells thinking if I struggle to defend against him, maybe other people will if I have him. So I picked him up. Moving on in then, we come up against a Turkish league team with a Nainggolan at centre-back on loan. I've got an on loan Nainggolan, so we are the loan buddies right now. I feel like there's a little bit of stigma for people that use loan players. I feel like that used to be the case, but since they've brought out these SBCs where you actually have to physically pay like 10 to 30,000 coins to get 20 games on a player, I actually don't find them too bad at all, and I embrace doing them. It gives me a chance to actually use some of the best players in the game, and I'm not afraid to use them either. Yeah, I might be storing my Thierry Henry up for a little bit, but right now I'm using two of my latest ones. I've got Roberto Carlos, I've got 91 Hadji, and they're going to be in the team, and I will probably keep this team for a while, and it will probably mean that they run out of contract. At that point, yeah, maybe it'll be time to change the team up, because I won't have the icons in the right positions to keep the chemistry of this team together. So this game sort of went a little bit how the first game was. You know, I went 1-0 up. I then let him equalise on me. I then score another goal with Martial. And then actually I score yet another goal with Martial. Some great work by Nainggolan, who I must say looks amazing in game this year. With like the blonde mohawk. And he just looks like he's obviously got his in-game proper face this year, which is good. But a lovely little chip from Martial, Mr. Perfect. He just does everything right all the time. Leads to 2 rage quits in a row. So we push through on into the semi-final, I do believe, of the Daily Knockout Tournament. And it's all looking gravy. It's all looking good. You know, 2 rage quits out of 2. It's going to be fine, right? And then I see Prime Overmars OP meta team with a red Gabriel Jesus. So this guy's obviously finished high up in FUT Champs in the first month in order to get enough. I mean, he might have been he might have had one gold red player, and it just so happened to be Gabriel Jesus, and he got extremely lucky. But when I started playing against him, I was like, okay, I reckon you finished in elite for monthly, because you are just better than me. And I go 1-0 down. It's funny how Gabriel Jesus can read that run, but my centre-backs can't. I was a little bit annoyed at that. And then Florenzi puts a lovely ball across the box. Again, like, my defenders are just nowhere to be seen. And the pace of Overmars to get to that ball and then obviously just slot it home is the difference between me and this guy. And then a perfectly weighted ball. Again, like, Roberto Carlos was in no man's land there. And in 34 minutes, I've just been absolutely annihilated to the point where I'm 3-0 down. So this game's a write-off. Already, which sucks. I do get a nice little goal, actually, with Dries Mertens. I play it into his feet, take one touch, and then just, like, whip it round with a lot of height, and it does whip round past the goalkeeper into the top of the net. I can actually really rely on Mertens' shot, which I'm so looking forward to as I start to play a little bit more with him and get more used to him and stuff like that. But once again, one of those balls across the box, just for some reason, my defenders just weren't there to clear it, and well, I concede a 4th goal. I'm 4-1 down at half-time. I can't even remember the last time I was 4-1 down. But I figured, you know, we're still trying to use this team. I don't want to waste my loans. I'm going to go the 90 minutes, right? I'll see what I can do. And I do get a goal back here at the start of the second half. So it's 4-2. It's unfortunate for me to be losing so much. But, you know, I'm getting a couple of chances here. I could possibly get back into the game. Oh, wait, no. Overmars has scored. He's made it 5-2. I think I literally passed the ball out to Overmars there. Once again, stupid defending. And I wasn't expecting him to hit that like he did. And, well, I just got done by it. And then, well, I mean, look at that. Just don't clear it properly. Comes out to Jesus. He somehow gets it past like 3 defenders and a goalie. But they were all on the floor, so it's 6-2. It can't get worse than that. Oh, wait, no. Jesus is through. It's 7-2. Oh, God. That's all right. We just rally and we'll get back into this one, right? We can still make our way to the final. Oh, wait, no. Williams on the ball. Weak foot long shot from 25 yards over the goalkeeper. I'm blaming Karnizis for this. I mean, that's the difference. 6 shots, 4 goals from Red Gabriel Jesus. He was an absolute menace, I have to say. And yeah, that guy was just way better than me. I'd be interested to know where he placed in the month. Was he like an Elite 1 monthly player? I'm guessing he wasn't top 100, but yeah, like he was just way better than me. And that is just the case sometimes. So, that was a good couple of hours wasted, really, in all honesty. But I was trying to start to get used to the team and stuff, so it's not all the end of the world. It gave me a chance to actually play the game, come up against some interesting opponents, score some nice goals, but eventually just get absolutely embarrassed. And I would 8-2 be me right now. Yeah, I wanted to make that joke throughout the whole video, and then I completely forgot, and now it's all wasted time. I don't know. But the next Flash SBC was up, and I've actually got a couple more after this one as well. We don't get anything good. We get one rare, but it's just going to be like a 75 rated Argentine Atlanta player, so the rest of the players aren't really looking to be any good, are they? So, but all of these non-rares, like, they'll just be thrown back into Flash SBCs along the way. I think in total I've definitely profited from it. Like, I've had some informs and stuff, and then this was the SBC that we needed to do and get like 95 chemistry in order to unlock ourselves an actual, like, proper informed player again. So they brought out, what was his name? We'll see in a moment when I complete it. I completely forgot. No, Sansoni, right? Italian, plays in La Liga, came out as a default left forward, and he's got really good stats, and I'm actually quite happy to have him in the club. Maybe we can even use a player like this, because he actually does look very good, and I'd have no hesitation. Sorry, guys, I'm losing my breath. I'd have no hesitations in sticking him into an SBC along the way as well. He's untradeable, so he has not really much value to me, but he could be really useful down the line. Like an 82 rated inform, yeah. I could stick it into one of these like guaranteed inform packs this week, but I'm probably going to withhold from that, because you really do have to pack one of the big bad boys in order to profit from them. The next Flash SBC was completed there. We do get a Prime Gold Players pack. It's going to be the final one, so I'm hoping for something good to end this episode, and I get that small thin pack, which denotes that, well, you're not going to get yourself a light bar or a board pull or whatever you guys like to call it. I do get Lucas Moura, which is actually a duplicate, and it's not a bad player to get. Nor is Blin, nor is Lukaku or Dalbert. Like, there's some alright players there, and they will just happily sit in my club for now. But yeah, that has been episode number 35 of the Road to Glory, guys. We've got this new super team. I actually think it looks quite good. I'm going to try and like tweak it a little bit, or just play a lot with it and try and get used to it. Probably going to move on into, I think we're in Division 5 in the next episode, and I'll do my best to like go through that division quite quickly and stuff, work our way up to the higher divisions as we go. But we've got a good chance with a team like this, so hopefully we're on full form and do good. Hit that thumbs up button on today's video, guys. If you're feeling kind and generous, I'd greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Have a great day, buddies, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.